In this video, guys, I want to share with you what I have achieved in my AI automation agency after investing 190 hours of determined and concentrated work. Why exactly 190 hours? Simply because I started my AI automation agency journey on the 2nd of July. I do my regular work daily for 4 hours just to pay my bills, and the rest of the day for the next 10 hours I work on the agency. In this video, I will share with you my current status of work, all my discoveries, and plan for the next days. If you don't know yet, my name is Nick Haryan. I am a software engineer with no experience in business. And the goal of this channel is to share with you guys my journey from 0 to 10k per month in revenue. I'm completely transparent with you and will try to help you if you are trying to build your own AI automation agency. So follow the channel, join the Discord community. I am the guy who is in the same shoes as you, so let's grow together and help each other. As I've already said in this video, I'll share my experience of 19 days building the agency. Let's start. The structure of AI automation agency consists of 4 parts. I've already experienced each one to some extent. The first thing is the offer. I am going to make a separate video on this topic, but in my opinion, when you are on the very early stages, the offer part requires only theoretical understanding of what actually offer means, how it looks like, and so on. Then comes sales and fulfillment. I've already experienced to some part what fulfillment means because my potential client asked me for the demo version of the bot. You can actually try out this bot on the landing page of our company, flowminds.ai. I've spent around 20 hours to build this bot just to find out the possibilities of BotPress. In the future, I'm going to delegate the work to the developers, but in the initial stage I decided to try it out so that I can better understand what services I can provide to my clients. Let's move to the leads part and discuss it in more details. I separate the leads into 2 categories. The first one is inbound leads, which means that people come to you naturally due to content creation and sharing of the value. I believe that if you want to start your agency, you should start applying the inbound strategy as soon as possible because this is a long process and in the end much more effective. The second category is outbound. This category implies to all the beginners, for me as well, because I don't have a well-established social media brand. Outbound means that you are pushing messages out to try to reach out as many people as possible. A short scheme on how the inbound customer journey looks like. Initially, people are strangers. They somehow incidentally or by using keywords found your content. If you are bringing enough value, they will be attracted and become your visitors. Some part of the visitors will be converted to the leads via forms, CTA and landing pages, and as soon as you have some contact channel with the people, they can become your customers. And lastly, when you've delivered the good service to your customers and satisfied them, word of mouth starts to come into play. People simply start to recommend your services to their friends. The next insight that I've got recently is that the leads part can be divided into 2 fundamental steps. These are lead generation and outreach. Lead generation can be manual. This is what I've mostly done so far because it took me some time to put all the automated lead generation methods together and get an overview of what currently works, how much everything costs, and what are the best practices. So how I actually did it, I've just taken the niche, for example real estate, and scraped Google Maps, went to the website, checked if they have the chatbot, which is normally not the case, and emailed them either to info email or to the business owner if there was a contact for one. Uplead is the platform for B2B prospecting. I've only tried getting the 5 free leads from them. LinkedIn didn't work for me because I had a very new account and probably due to a lot of activity I got banned, so I will try it again a bit later. There is also an option to make an automation for lead generation. You can generate a pretty quality email list using the following steps. You find leads using Apollo, you verify them using Findly Mail, then you clean these leads manually in the Excel sheet, and finally you use the bouncer to filter inactive email addresses in order to improve deliverability. On this slide I've collected for you the best tools for finding leads. You may save it somewhere because this is pretty valuable information. The last way, which I personally used one so far, is hiring a virtual assistant. In order to do that, you can go to Fiverr or Upwork, search for VA or virtual assistant, and for about $5 to $10 you can get 100 quality leads. This will give you the unique leads because the Apollo, for example, has the database everybody tries to use, and this method gives you some unique set of potential clients. The second step of the leads part is outreach. This is basically the ways you reach out to the people you collected in the previous step. Cold email. I figured out that email should consist of 5 different parts. First up is the subject line. This is very important because you want the email to be opened. The second is the custom compliment. It increases the reply rate 10 times. Your task is to create 1-2 customized sentences so that the person feels special. Next, you are going to include the case study. It should be specific. You can say, for example, that after providing this service, your competitors save X amount of time in Y period of time. The fourth part is a call to action. And finally, the last is the email signature. You have to look professional. And the important point is that you should pitch an offer, not the services. You should talk about the dream outcome for the client. The person doesn't want the chatbot, they want to have more customers, higher customer satisfaction, and so on. This is the example of the email. If you want to have more examples of cold emails, you can get the PDF file. I've personally created it by doing the research on more experienced guys on YouTube like Liam Otley, Liam Evans, JK Molina, and others. SMS is another way to do the outreach. You can do that using GoHighLevel. I personally didn't try it yet. LinkedIn outreach is very powerful. It requires a more or less decent LinkedIn account. I've lost a lot of time setting up the Sales Navigator and Octopus and failed with this method due to the lack of experience. My LinkedIn account got banned. Next part is sales. It consists of the discovery and demo call. I've already experienced 4 discovery calls. One of them gives some hope. I actually had to build the demo bot for this client, and we set the meeting for the next week to do the demo call. I will inform you guys how everything went and uncover all the details a little bit later. The goal of the discovery call is to make the initial personal contact with your client and find out their problems. You should ask these questions during the call. But remember that discovery call is the conversation and not interrogation. Here is the scheme of the discovery call. The first thing is building the rapport. There should be no tension in the conversation. Both parties should feel comfortable. It should be genuine. To do that, I did research on my client using social media and chose either some interesting event they had or some achievement of them. And then I used this information to open the call. Next thing is the discovery affirmation. You should make an agenda of the call, tell what the goal of the call is. It should be honest so that people can openly tell you their problems. When the affirmation call is done, you should smoothly switch to the questions, and after getting the required information, you should stop the question phase and inform your client about the next steps. And the best is to schedule the time for the demo call. The next is the demo call itself. You can find the script in the description of this video, and I want to be honest with you guys, I won't give any advice because I haven't experienced it myself yet. The next part is the fulfillment. This is actually the process from going over the contract to finally launching the product. You can find the script for that in the video description as well. I can only say that I've already built a demo bot especially for my client because I really want to get him on board to get the ball rolling. I will probably make the video of me building this bot a little bit later. If you want to see the building process, write in the comments. For building the bot, you'll require BotPress, Stack AI, and Zapier. These are the tools I would recommend you to have at least the basic understanding in order to have an overview of the services you are able to provide. And by the way, the BotPress has a very good Discord community. If you have any questions, you can find the answer there. I also want to make the invitation. If you're interested in starting an AI automation agency, please contact me on the Discord channel. The Discord channel is not the best yet because I didn't put enough effort to this. Also, don't forget to follow this channel if you found it valuable, like this video, and see you in the next one.